Ever wonder why your lower back hurts? Hi, my name is Olaf, and today I'm going to talk to you about what's going on or what might be going on with your lower back. As you see right now, I'm standing. This is the position you get in to move from place to place. We all are familiar with that. What happens when you sit all day long? Basically what you're doing is you are compressing this part of your body into a forward position, and then you're not moving. You're staying in that position and you're not moving. Eventually what that does is it tells your muscles not moving is what we're doing today. That's why we like to run, that's why we like to move, that's why we like to exercise. Recently studies have come, and those studies have told us that sitting is the new smoking. Have you heard this? Just look it up, Google it. Sitting is the new smoking. It has to do with the amount of time you sit, and I don't remember what the number is, but let's just say 15 minutes. 15 minutes of sitting and not moving is equivalent to smoking one cigarette. It's something like that. The reason that sitting is so hard on you is because you're not moving. If you can figure out a way to be a little bit more dynamic. My boss just got a stand desk, sit-stand desk. And when you walk into the office, it's refreshing because standing there, working, you lean up to the, you come up to the desk and you put your arm on the desk, and the conversation is different when you're standing than when all of a sudden you sit down in front of the desk and then you have that conversation. So in that particular case, she works for an hour standing, and then when that gets to be tiring on her legs, but I'm seeing more and more, she's doing more standing than she's doing sitting. So what she's doing is, you have better energy flow when you're standing than when you're sitting. There's a lot of energy channels, or even if you just want to be physical about it, there's a lot of arteries and veins that aren't working as well as they ought to when they're compressed because you're bent at the waist. The idea is that if you want to put information into the computer and you're in a sitting position, the idea is that there are many different things that you can do in order to be able to get yourself to a place where you're not just making your body passive. You're not letting all the mental fluids flow and putting it into the computer. You're actually dynamically busy with your body so that when you stand up, your lower back doesn't hurt. In the event that you find this video and you've already been 15 years at a desk and now you're starting to find that it's really quite difficult to get up, there are all kinds of things that you can do to start to change that. Sit-stand desk is one of them. I walked into a bank one day, and here they have these apparatuses, and the person that was helping me was standing there. How can I help you? I thought that was just really cool. Anyway, work that out in your own environment to see what it is that you can do to do sit-stand. When you start that, you may sit for 6 hours and stand for 2 hours because your legs are not strong enough to support you for that long. But I guarantee you that if you change that, you can. If the situation is there that you can't get a sit-stand circumstance, then there are all kinds of stretches that you can do at your desk or on the way to the water cooler, or stretches you can do in the morning before you go to work, or stretches you can do in the evening after you come home from work, or before you go to bed at night. Those things will all support the ability of your hips to stay loose so that when you do get into that compressed position of sitting, that you have a recourse an hour later, set a timer on your computer, do whatever it takes in order to remind yourself that once you're in that position for a certain amount of time, you literally, you don't lose your mind, but your mind goes off in a different direction and leaves your body there attempting to function. And all it does is responds to gravity, and gravity brings it to wherever position it brings it at. When you're in your 30s, it's a little better, but I have had clients who have at 25 already been mostly working at a desk for their whole life. They've got the same stuff as my generation had when they got to be 45. The stretching is the answer, and I really believe that there is much to be learned and much to be done in order to be able to get you to a point where getting up isn't going to be that big of a deal anymore. If you like what you've seen and want to learn more, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be sure to check out my website at lowerbackpain.com. If you have any questions about what you've seen or want me to talk about a topic, or if there's anything you'd like me to cover, please comment on the line in the area below this video. You can ask a question, you can share how it's going, and you can tell me about a stretch that you liked and how it affected you. Have a great day.